Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale, March 21st, 2011. The grain markets this morning looks like we're going to be higher pretty much across the board. Corn 8 to 10, beans anywhere from 4 to 6 higher, and wheat 6 to 7 higher. Now the big news anticipation yet is we really haven't seen any confirmation. There's been some stories out in the Wall Street Journal and so forth that China has bought corn. We've been talking about it late last week, ever since Thursday actually. The rumor has that China's been in here buying some U.S. corn. The question is how much. The question is still remains if there's any corn sold. However, according to sources close to the Chinese government, say that there has been some corn purchased by China. So it will remain to be seen here if there is a announcement here around 8 o'clock this morning when the USDA announces their export sales. We'll see if China's included. The fact is it's had so much hype in the market and support in the market. Once this announcement, if any, comes out here today or tomorrow, it may not be as give us much of a follow-through as expected. So something to watch out for. Other news, we've got the situation in Libya. The Japanese situation is still a huge problem, and it is impacting our markets. The additional turmoil in Syria and Yemen here this morning, that's causing the oil prices to be stronger, up as much as $2 as we speak. Dollar is down about 10 cents, and gold in the stock market is sharply higher. Other news, China, JCI, the research arm in China, is starting a conference this week. That's going to be monitored very closely. They've been the ones that said that China needs to import a lot of corn. We'll see what kind of news comes out of their conference, and I'm sure it will be supportive, as that has been the pattern here recently. We also had CFTC commitment of traders on Friday, showed managed money reducing their open interest in corn, their long positions, by 61,000 contracts last week. Soybeans down 32,000 contracts. Wheat actually was higher, which they had been short, so they reduced their position size there as well. Reduced the open interest in cattle, down 8,000, and in the hogs about 5,800. So it looks like the funds and the managed money is liquidating some of their positions, and the big question is going to be, will they continue to do that on strength? And that, I think, is what we have to be concerned about by looking at the technical action in the market. Other fundamental news, the eastern half of Kansas did get some moisture. The western half is still very dry in the hard red wheat areas. Also, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota is expecting another winter storm coming across there with large amounts of snow and rain, going to compound the problem of flooding and meltdown for that area, and possibly delay planting of wheat. So could be supportive to the wheat market here on weather. In the livestock trade, we had the cattle on feed report on Friday afternoon. On feed 105, place 99.4, market 104. The marketing was a little heavier than what trade was expecting. The placement number was a little larger than what trade was expecting. So it may have an impact here on the June, August cattle, and placements were a little lighter than normal. When you looked at the weight breakdowns, we had the less heavier cattle placed than we'd seen recently. So cutout values there were down 28 cents in choice, down 118 in the select. The concern that's being talked about in the cattle complex is the open interest, the liquidation of managed money, that we bounce back here some if we don't get a lot of good news and some consolidation here in the outside factors in this market. We could see some further fund liquidation. So look to see rallies be met with some selling here this week. In the pork complex, the ham market has been supporting cutout values. We were up 50 cents in the pork cutout on Friday. There's talk of Japan needing immediate protein to feed the people, and that would possibly be an increase in pork purchases. That's supporting the pork complex. However, we've got the same situation there with the volatility we've seen last week. Will the funds liquidate, or will they jump back in and get long again? And that's going to have to be monitored very closely, and we certainly will do that for you. We've got the USDA report on prospective plantings next week, the 31st. They'll also be giving us some stock numbers, quarterly stocks. We'll have to that'll be important and be talked about this week as well. So a lot of things going on. Stay in touch with Allendale. You can reach us at 800-262-7538. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. We wish you a very successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.